Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to solve this problem. So a stone is dropped from the top of a building, and if it takes 5 seconds to hit the ground, how tall is the building? And also, what is the velocity of the stone when it hits the ground? And in this problem, we are going to take acceleration due to gravity to be 9.8 meters per second squared, and also ignore the effects of air resistance. So to solve this problem, we first need to record the data that is given to us. We are told that the stone is dropped. So being dropped means that the initial speed, which is Vi, is 0. And also, it takes 5 seconds to hit the ground. So the time it takes to hit the ground is going to be 5 seconds. We are to determine how tall is the building, meaning the vertical displacement or the vertical height, delta y, and also the final velocity with which it hits the ground. And in this problem, we are told to take acceleration of free fall to be 9.8 meters per second squared. Finally, ignore the air resistance in this problem because this is kinematics. So we only study the motion of the objects without any reference to forces. Alright, so the next thing we can do is to establish a coordinate system. So in this case, since we do have a one-dimensional motion, we are going to use the XY coordinate system. So we have the vertical axis, which is our y-axis, and then we have the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis. So with this, we have the motion to be purely vertical, and so there is no horizontal component of this motion. So in that case, we would say that since we are dealing with vectors such as velocity, displacement, and acceleration due to gravity, we are going to take any vector pointing upwards to be positive, and any vector pointing downwards is going to be negative. Now we can set our building somewhere here, and then the floor of the building is going to be here. If this stone is dropped from the top of the building, we know that this stone is going to fall freely and vertically downwards. So the initial speed, which we already know, is 0 because the stone is dropped. And then from the physics, since the acceleration due to gravity is acting vertically downwards, okay, so downward g, minus 9.8 meters per second squared, and the velocity vector is pointing in the same direction as the acceleration vector. So this means that the object is going to speed up until it hits the ground. And then upon hitting the ground, it is going to hit the ground with some final speed. Let's call that V final. And that also from the second part of the problem, we need to determine that. So we have delta y, which is the vertical height. We know the initial speed. We don't know the final speed with which this ball is going to hit the ground. And also, we know the acceleration due to gravity. So this is a purely kinematics problem. We are going to apply these equations to solve this problem. So in choosing the first equation to use, we need to find out what do we have. So here we know the initial speed, we know the time, we know the acceleration, we don't know delta y, that is equal to the height of the building. So for part A, we are going to use delta y equals VIT minus 1/2 gt squared. Now this delta y is nothing but the same height of the building. And here we are setting our 0 point here. So the final height is going to be minus h down here. All right. So with this, we know the initial speed to be 0. So Vi, so that term goes to 0. We will be left with delta y equal to 0 times 5 seconds. So minus 1/2 g, which is 9.8, then 5 squared. So this goes to 0. Therefore, we are left with delta y is equal to minus 0.5 times 9.8 times 5 squared is 25. If we do this in the calculator, we are going to have delta y to be equal to negative 122.5 meters. Now, why is it negative? Because it is the displacement from this point. Since we've set our origin at this point, the displacement is downwards, and according to our coordinate system, any vector that points vertically downwards is going to be negative. So that's why we have a negative displacement. So this would be the distance that it would take this stone to travel to hit the ground. So with this, we can say that the height of the building, nothing but the magnitude of the displacement, right? And that is equal to 122.5 meters, right? So this is the first part of the problem, and that gives us the height of the building, okay? Now let's determine the second part of the problem by calculating the velocity with which the ball hit the ground. So for part B, we are to calculate the velocity with which the ball hits the ground. So we are calculating V final. So let's go back to our equation here. We know the initial speed, we know acceleration, and we know the time. So we can calculate the final speed using the equation V final is equal to V initial minus GT. But we know V initial is 0 because the ball is, or the stone is dropped. Okay. So with that, we are left with V final is equal to minus GT. So we just plug it in, minus 9.8 meters per second squared times time is 5. So minus 9.8 times 5 is going to give us 49 meters per second, right? So the V final, that's the final speed with which this ball is going to hit the ground, going to be 49 meters per second. All right. So yeah, this is a very straightforward problem, but with practice, you make perfect, right? So if you enjoyed or found this problem very useful,